Sword and Shield give us two new additions to the Regi group with the broken Regieleki and the rather lackluster Regidrago. But what if I told you that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet made Regidrago a genuine nightmare in VGC 2023, thanks to Terastal and a few new moves to its moveset? Today, we're going to see how good Regidrago can actually be in Regulation D with a team that you'll be able to try yourselves at home. If you enjoy it and you want to see more content like this, of course, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know down below what Pokemon you guys want to see featured in the next video we do. With that said, shoutouts to Kurt as always for editing today's video. His links will be down below as well as in the annotation on screen here. And with that said, let's get started. Now, Regidrago's job in Scarlet and Violet is rather simple. Just like with Regieleki, your goal is to use your stab dragon attacks as much as possible and really only try and find coverage for Pokemon that are outright immune to you. Typically, Regidrago is going to opt for a moveset with Tera Steel, like the one that we're going to be featuring today. This team is built around a Dragon Fang Regidrago, featuring Dragon Energy, Draco Meteor, Tera Blast, Steal, and Protect, and it's partnered with some pretty terrifying offensive threats here. I think Regidrago is best suited on Tailwind teams this generation, and Tornadus serves as an incredible partner to get this up, while also being a generally good disruptor for the opponents. To help with steel types that might put pressure on this core, our next Pokemon is going to be a Choice Scarf Heatran with Tera Grass, which should allow us a strong way to deal with any steel types that will fight besides Heatran after Tera, as well as a really good way to backup handle Pokemon that are just generally threatening this format like Fluttermane and Urshifu Rapid. This Pokemon is honestly probably one of the best you can actually throw next to Regidrago, and I think overall it's going to help a lot with our team here. And it even gives us a really good backup lead in case I can't lead off with Regidrago for whatever reason, due to the fact that most teams are just not prepared for Choice Scarf Heatran. Rounding out our team, we're going to be featuring three more really good offensive threats here, starting with a Pixie Plate Fluttermane, which should give us a really strong way to deal more spread damage outside of just Heatran and Regidrago, since Heatran might not lock into a spread move, and meanwhile Regidrago's spread move is reliant on it being super healthy. For our final two Pokemon, we're going to feature some physical offense because our team is currently all made up of special attackers, and one of the best physical attackers in the format is none other than Urshifu Rapid, which should allow us a really strong way to just break most Pokemon that are commonly ran in the format right now. Finally, for our last Pokemon, we're going to feature a Pokemon that should not only handle Urshifu Rapid as a nice backup check, but it's also going to be a really good means of handling Heatran after it goes for something like a Tera Bug or Grass, and that'll be none other than Dragonite, which will feature an Assault Vest to help more defensively with those Heatran hits. Overall, this team should be pretty terrifying offensively, and if you want to try this yourself, there's going to be a rental on screen here, as well as a paste in the description below, so you guys can use the team on your own. With that out of the way though, let's get right into the battles. We are here today using Regidrago on the ladder. Now this team might be the one that gets us to Master Ball finally in this gen, because we currently have not in Master Ball yet already, and it's kind of unfortunate. But let's see. So we're taking on Trigger with Annihilate, Cresselia, Enomoris, Iron Hands, Ursulina, and Scizor. Okay, honestly not a big deal. What I could probably do is I kind of want to lead off with I feel like Torn's not terribly here, but without having Covert Cloak, I'm a little bit more concerned with that lead. Regidrago, I feel like could also be decent here because they're most likely going to not lead off with Enomoris. Like a Regidrago Heatran lead could actually be pretty deadly. Meanwhile, I'll bring like D-Knight in the back because D-Knight's kind of hard for me to kill. And then I kind of want to bring Urshifu Rapid. Fluttermane's a little bit of a concern here, considering the fact they do have Scizor, and Scizor's kind of a pain for this team outside of Heatran. And even still, Fluttermane just, I feel like gets shit on by a lot of their Tera options, and at least D-Knight can take some hits. We'll go with this, I'm pretty sure we're multi-scale D-Knight if I remember correctly. Multi-scale D-Knight. Oh yeah, we have the team right here. Yeah, we are multi-scale D-Knight. Oh no, we're Inner Focus. No, we're Inner Focus, okay. Still not too big of a deal. I'm not really bringing Terrified Fluttermane against this team in all honesty. Rapid Strike Shifu should be really decent here. Scarf Heatran will be huge against this team, especially when most people are not going to anticipate that we're Scarf Heatran. So that's going to be a really nice lure. I don't know about this game in particular, but it will be a nice lure in general against my opponent. My opponent's going to lead off with Cresselia and Enomoris. Oh, they do lead off with Enomoris. Okay, that's a little scary. Okay, it's still fine. I don't know. Let's see. I could probably just go for some sort of... I could go for Tera Steel here and just dual target Enomoris. I think I'll actually probably just go for Tera Steel and then go for a Draco Meteor and a Cress. And then I'm going to go for Flash. Probably Flash Cannon or Heat Wave. I feel like could be good. I feel like they both have merit. I feel like we're going to probably kill Cress. I'm going to go for Heat Wave here. I think there's a good chance that we just kill Cresselia outright, and we don't need to worry about this. Heatran's a lot more spammable against their team though. They don't actually have a fire resist outside of Tera. There's no fire resistance at all. Meanwhile, they do have a lot of resistances to steel though, with mons like, for example, Scizor, Iron Hands, etc. Potentially even Terras could be decent against me. They're gonna go for Protect. It's fine. I'm so glad I burned the Tera on this mon, which was so necessary. It's honestly not a big deal. I can just kill the Cresselia, and that's gonna be huge. The Heatran's gonna go off. It's gonna do some okay damage. This Draco's probably gonna kill though, truthfully. This Draco will do so much damage to us. Oh, fuck. It's okay. Honestly, still not a huge deal. I can switch out of this mon immediately, and then go for. What do I go into though? So I guess if I'm predicting like an Earth Power, I mean, Shifu's not bad here either. I could also actually just go Protect and then just E-Speed later on. Yeah, that might be fine. That might be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Now their potential for Tera here could be a little scary. They could also just Earth Power outright into my Heatran, and that could be kind of bad. They're gonna have Tera Flying. Oh, Tera Flying. I'm actually much more okay with Tera Flying because that means that they clear their Fairy type, and later on, if I get Stall through Trick Room enough, I can actually beat this thing very easily with my Regidrago, which means they just lost one of their best checks to this mon, which is huge. Earth Power goes off. Okay, honestly, not a big deal. Truthfully, I should have just went for like a Dragon Energy or some shit. I don't know about Dragon Energy, but I definitely should have tried to kill the Crest. Light Screen. Ooh, that's really not good. Okay, well, I can pick off Cresselia at least with E-Speed, and that's fine. Yeah, that's honestly not a big deal. I can go for E-Speed plus like a Draco Meteor here, because I don't think that they'll kill me, even if they go for... Yeah, there's no way they kill me even with Earth Power here. We're way too naturally bulky, our HP is way too high. And we can at least pick off the Cresselia here. Now, I will say there's a high chance that they just outright kill my Dragonite with like a Springtide Storm, which is also kind of okay. I mean, we're AV Dragonite, so I don't know if that's even like guaranteed. Ooh. Well, I mean, this Draco will still kill the Crest, which is fine, and E-Speed will still do some good damage to Inam, so it's like okay. Springtide Storm, yeah. Honestly, not a huge deal. I can't lie, that's pretty fine as long as I can hit the Crest. Because if we hit the Crest, yeah, perfect, okay. Zamon is gone now. That's our allies which are gone. Would have failed in succession anyway, but besides the point, I'm still really good to kill that thing. Perfect, okay. So we're -4 now, which isn't great, but it's still not a huge deal. I can stall through another turn of Trick Room, and then I'll probably switch in. Actually, no, I kind of need to switch out now, is the issue, which is a little unfortunate, actually. Okay, so actually, there's no way they dual target this turn. I'm gonna go for this, and I'm gonna go for E-Speed into the NM. If they dual target, that's fine. Honestly, I'm not in a great position. So we'll make it work. Okay. So we're gonna E-Speed the NM. That brings it down at least low enough. EQ, okay, EQ is perfect actually. Ooh, wait, never mind, shit. I think I just die anyway. Because Springtide will definitely kill both. Yeah, the Springtide kills. Alright, that's fine. They're getting fortunate, but it is what it is. We'll have to kind of make it work. But I think we can maybe stall through Trick Room enough. I might need a double protection, honestly. But Dragon Energy should still do so much damage here, and especially with the burn chip, I might be able to pull through. It's gonna be kind of close, I can't lie. But thankfully, so unless they have like Scizor in the back, I could be pretty fine here. That will be the one concern. If they have like Scizor in the back. Trick Room has one more turn. Okay, perfect. So this is actually fairly manageable, barring like a Scizor. Scizor or Iron Hands, I guess. Iron Hands could also be kind of scary, but it's purely just because of Protect. And also, I guess, Stab Biting, which is kind of scary here. Ursaluna might still take this hit, which is kind of unfortunate, but I kind of just need to hope that it doesn't. That's really what it is now. Dragon Energy should do so much damage, though, that I'm not too concerned. So, we're just going to kind of need to hope. This isn't, like, a super Spadef bulky Ursaluna. It's going to be kind of gray, I can't lie. We're definitely going to kill a Nam, at least. I feel very confident we can kill a Nam. The question is, can we kill the Ursaluna? That is a lot more of a gray area here. Dragon Energy pops. Oh, fuck. We don't even kill a Nam. I'm kind of shocked, because it's not like it's Earth Power Nam either. We just didn't kill a Nam. Damn. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we're 0-1. Honestly, not too big of a deal. I feel very confident that we can pull through in games 2 and 3. So we'll see you guys in game number 2. Okay, moving on to game number 2. We're taking on Torn Tailwind. It's probably Urshifu Rapid due to the dual dark. I don't really think I'm this sort of comp that Urshifu singles viable, but maybe. Chien-Pao, D-Knight, Fluttermane, and Galar Moltres. This one's kind of interesting. I feel like that Torn is definitely a viable lead here. I feel like a part of me wants to lead off with like Torn Heatran. I feel like Torn Heatran is really decent here. They're most likely not going to lead with something that will do really good into this. I could proceed to go with like Regidrago in the back line as a third mon, which should actually be a really good cleaner here. And there's a high chance I Tera that in this game. And then final mon. I think that Fluttermane is a really good viable pick. They don't have a fairy check in this team at all. While Urshifu Rapid is still really good, and while Dragon is still really good, I think Fluttermane is just a little more free. And with Tailwind up, this is such a good cleaner here. So, good luck, have fun to my opponent. I'm kind of anticipating that we're probably going to get led with Paldinite. I feel like it's a really, like, low drawback lead here. I do need to, of course, figure out if, even with this really bulky Torn, if I can take that hit. Because that will be kind of a devastating hit to have to take. 228, 36, Dragonite, Paranormal Choice Band with Sword of Ruin. Oh, that's not even close. That's not even close. Okay, so if I want Tailwind up... Oh, never mind, they left a Torn. Oh, it's so much better. I can't lie. I saw Pow out of the corner of my screen because it was getting blocked by my face cam. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, Pow D-Night lead. No. This is so much better for me. This is actually huge. I can just go for Tailwind here. And then I can proceed to go for a Heat Wave. Heat Wave is so low drawback against this team because the only checks are D-Night and Urshifu Rapid. Neither of which want to get burned, so they can't even comfortably switch in. I mean, it's only 10%, but it's still something that they don't really want to gamble. They'd rather just sack a partner slot, which is really good for me. I can proceed to get my Tailwind up. I'll mirror theirs, which is fine. If they don't go for Tailwind, so be it. Well, if they go for like a Taunt and they outpace, I'm not too concerned. I'll just go for Tailwind, yeah. Sounds about right. So my Heatran should be the fastest mon on the field on the next turn, which is really good for me. They'll have to go for like a Sucker Punch if they want to outpace, which is fine. Even if they go for Ice Spitter. Ooh. They create my Heatran? That's interesting, actually. That's a really interesting call. How slow is this Heatran? Because we are Scarfed Heatran. Oh, that sounds about right. We're very slow Scarfed Heatran, is the answer. Okay. So, ooh, we burned the Pow. Okay, that's really good, because I was about to say I might need to burn a Tera just to kill that thing. Pow burn was pretty lucky, I can't lie. That's actually really huge for me. Because they're only check they only have one check left to Drago, which is a Fluttermane. I'm actually just gonna go into Drago now, to be honest. Because Fluttermane doesn't have any presence against... Yeah, okay, so D-Night comes in. That's so good for me. That is so good for me. I can just Tera Steel and Dragon Energy. Even if they Tera the D-Night, I'm not too concerned with that, because Tera D-Night just means taking more damage from Heatran. And their D-Night as well cannot outpace my Heatran, which means I'm gonna get this hit off first. We'll Dragon Energy here, and we're gonna go for Heat Wave. Heat Wave will kill Torn at least, which is good. We do outpace the Torn at least, which is also really good. We will outpace both these mons actually, even with Tailwind up. They have to E-Speed, which E-Speed is whatever. They're gonna definitely go for Tera Normal D-Night and try and E-Speed my Drago. Yeah, okay, they're going for Tera Normal D-Night. Yeah. Oh, they're flying. Oh, that's so much better for me. It's still really good for them to go for Tera Flying, to be fair. It's a nice defensive Tera against my Drago, which is fine. They might even still click E-Speed, to be honest, but that's even better, because that means that I'll be even healthier going for this hit, which is even better. It's so good for me, because I'll take so much less damage if they click E-Speed, and if they didn't click E-Speed, then they're getting massacred either way. Good chance are not Band-Aid, though, with this, which I'm okay with that, in all honesty. They're gonna go for Rain Dance. Okay, not good for Heatran, but it's still fine, in all honesty, because they still probably lose their Torn here. Like, I can't imagine that Torn doesn't die. And then Regidrago, there's a good chance I outpace, but if I don't, I'm okay with that. They're gonna go for Tantrum into Heatran. Okay, Heatran had a good run. Fluttermane plus Regidrago, though, was the endgame I wanted, so I'm kind of okay with this. Heatran did more than enough this game, way more than I expected it to. And then Dragon Energy with single target will nuke Dragon. That's such a no-go there. This mon is so free. It's such a good mon. Oh my god, I love Regidrago. I really hope as well that I'm working with someone right now to get Tera mons figured out for thumbnails for Blender stuff. And if I can, you'll see it on the thumbnail, and it's gonna look so gorgeous. If I can't though, it's whatever. Regidrago will still look fine. Fluttermane is the last mon. Okay, perfect. So I win with Regidrago. They can't actually kill it, and I can just go for Tera Blast, and Tera Blast will massacre. I guess for shits and giggles, I'll preserve Diff here, and I'll go for Protect, because I don't have a reason not to, in all honesty. We'll go for Protect. They can't kill my Regidrago with anything, unless they have a Mystical Fire, and even then, I'd like to see them try. Perfect. They're going for the Fluttermane kill. Perfectly fine. Yeah, we're gonna kill this. If they're Focus Sash next turn, so be it. I'll just go for, like, Protect again, because it's funnier, in all honesty. Yeah, we're gonna just claim this kill with... Oh shit, we don't even actually bring that to Sash. That's either a fairly bulky Fluttermane or Regidrago is just super piss weak. We'll get Protect again. We get the double Protect. It didn't really matter, in all honesty, but I just clicked it for shits and giggles. Shadow Ball goes off again. They really did just want to kill that Fluttermane. They really wanted the diff. I would have done the same, to be honest, but like it's just really funny they don't get the diff. They're denied. Denied. Perfect. Okay. So Fluttermane is now cleared as well. That's perfect. We're 1-1 for the day, which is really good. That's like my average right now. We are still on track for Master Ball, especially with how quick these games are going. We'll get into game number 3. Okay, for number 3, we're taking on Psyspam with Lando T, Urshifu, Gudra H, and then Moltres G. Very interesting, very interesting. What I'm not seeing, though, is a check to Regidrago. That's what I'm not seeing. We're going to lead off with Regidrago here for sure, which can just nuke on lead. And I'm going to lead off with the Urshifu Rapid. The goal here is really just to try and break them before they get up any sort of Trick Room, which will be kind of deadly against my team. We're going to bring Heatran, just because Heatran's really good. Tera Grass Heatran will almost certainly be the Tera here. And I kind of want to bring Fluttermane. I could also bring Dragonite. Dragonite's also pretty decent. I don't know if I really like Dragonite here. It's not that I think Dragonite's like not good. I just don't think it's... Well, okay, technically I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good here at all, actually. I think it's pretty terrible here. I can't lie. It's like a decent check to Urshifu. That's really about it. Well, actually, I guess it's good into a lot of things. The issue being is it cannot kill the Gudra, the opposing Gudra. And that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem because that Mon could be kind of deadly. It's not to say, of course, that my Urshifu suddenly kills the Gudras that much better, but I think it's a little bit better matched up. And Heatran with Tera Grass could at least defensively match up better into it. It's also really good into Psyspam. It's good to do a lot of things here. They're going to lead off with this score. That's fine. We're going to proceed to go for the Dragon Energy plus the Surging Strikes. That should honestly just massacre both Pokemon, truthfully. I can't imagine that this takes any sort of hit. They're going to be Psychic Seed and DD. That's pretty good for us to note now at the very least. We'll go for Dragon Energy. Should just be some good damage here. And then we'll go for Surging Strikes. Should just be some good damage here. I'm hoping to just kill Indeedee outright with Surging Strikes. That would be huge because I can get a single target Dragon Energy off into the Armourouge. They're going to go for Tera here. That's fine. Are they going to be Tera Grass? Are they going to be Tera Water? Are they going to be Tera Fairy? It's going to be one of the 3 for sure. Tera Fairy. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of hoping they clicked Follow Me because, again, I think... I mean, Dragon Energy will not mind at all. Dragon Energy has no care. So they burn a Follow Me turn and a Tera turn on a Mon that really will not get much mileage in this game going forward. This Surging Strike should do some okay damage. That did nothing. Oh my god, that did literally no damage. Okay, so this Indeedee took that very well. Holy shit. Good Tera Fairy. Good Tera Fairy. Dragon Energy should still do so much damage to the Armourouge though. That brings it down. Is that Focus Sash or did that just barely take it? That just barely took it. Okay. Okay, so they just went for the offensive play. That's honestly better for me because I can bring in my backline of Fluttermane and Heatran and just start claiming damage. Because this will be such a free backline. I don't know if they really realized. Like, I'm fine with this. That's such a good trade for me. Albeit, it does suck losing Regidrago this early, I can't lie. But Fluttermane and Heatran being alive at this point is so good. Because that Heatran being Scarf is going to be so nice against their team. And they don't have Ursaluna here, which is huge for me. The Fluttermane is pretty unchecked here, barring Scarfer, which is really huge for me. The one concern I do have at this point is going to be their Gudra. Could be actually really annoying to this end game. But I'm kind of okay with it. Like, I can make it work. Okay. Let's see. So Heatran's going to come in and Fluttermane is going to come in. What are they going to bring in, though? Because I think there's a good chance they just go into Gudra here. Gudra, they're going to Urshifu. Okay. Big mistake by my opponent. But, of course, it's not like they had a better play. We're going to go for Tera Fairy here. And I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam. And then I'm going to proceed to go for... Actually, do I want to? No, I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam Raw. And I'm going to go for Tera Blast Grass. Now, I need to make sure, actually, before I make this play, because this is kind of influenced. Is my Fluttermane faster than my Heatran? No, it isn't. Is it? Let me actually check. Let's see. 132. This one. It is faster than Heatran. So we can go for the Tera Blast Grass here into Urshifu. And that should be perfectly fine. I just need to make sure before I made that play, because essentially if they've redirected Tera Blast in anyway, then why do I Tera Blast? Because I can still go for Tera Grass fine, but I definitely would not be locking Tera Blast here. Now, this play is a little risky because it's kind of contingent on them not bringing Gudra. But at the same time, Fluttermane might be able to overwhelm. Ooh, okay, that's not great, but it could be a lot worse. I kind of wish I clicked Heat Wave. I really wish I clicked Heat Wave. Why didn't I click Heat Wave? That was so much better of a play here. They're gonna get up. They're gonna have a really free Trick Room though, and that Trick Room's gonna suck. That Trick Room's gonna really suck. I had a. Oh, they went for Heal Pulse. Oh. Okay, well, I'm okay with that actually. I'm really okay with that. If they have Gudra, they won though. Like, they definitely won if they have Gudra. Why didn't I click Heat Wave? Oh, that was such a bad play. Don't have Gudra, don't have Gudra. Have like Galar Moltres, even. Galar Moltres would be so much better for me. Because Galar Moltres can't kill Flutter Mane in one hit, most likely. I'm barely bulky? I'm bulky enough. I'm bulky where it counts, and that's what matters. They have Gudra. Fuck. Okay, yeah, they won. They won. They definitely won, unless they're like really bad and don't make this play work. I'm gonna click Protect here, and I'm gonna go for Tera Blast Grass. I kind of need to just try and preserve turn count right now. Just kill the Indeedee before it gets off like a Follow Me, and then I can maybe go for a Moonblast and hope I can like crit through or some shit and take a Heavy Slam. I don't know. I need a lot going for me, truthfully. I need a lot going for me. I misplayed that very hard. If I went for like Heat Wave here though, I could have maybe like burned Gudra on this turn and still made the same sequence, and that could have been really valuable because they would have struggled to kill Heatran, and I could have maybe actually taken them out in a 1v1. Sadly though, it's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. I choked really badly actually, I can't lie. So I guess actually, technically speaking, I wonder if they're not Sapsiper. Like, it's a good chance that they're Sapsiper, right? Like, it's almost guaranteed they're Sapsiper. No, they're Sapsiper. Okay. So I need to crit them next turn, or I lose. That's what needs to happen. Actually, no, there's no, I was saying, with +1 in attack, there's no way to hit. Yeah, I guarantee lose. Okay. Definitely got kind of screwed over by my own plays there. I feel like, again, Heat Wave was always the better play to make, and I just didn't take it. It's definitely on me, because even with, they would have literally, so I guarantee lose. I'm just going to forfeit. Yeah, there was no reason not to just go for that. So it's definitely an L on my end for sure. We'll try and polish up in game number 4 though. Okay, moving on to our final game of the day. We're taking on a pseudo Trick Room team with like Bundle Flutter Mane. Honestly, not too big of a deal. I could probably lead off with, I feel like it's in my best interest to lead off with like, probably, I feel like a Regidrago and Flutter Mane lead is pretty decent here. If they lead off with like, they really would have to lead off with like Scizor for that to be not a viable lead. Otherwise, I can definitely make it work on any extreme that they go for. I can go with probably Heatran in the back. Heatran in the back is really good here too. And then final mon will probably be, I feel like that Urshifu is really decent here. I feel like Dragonite's pretty good here. They both have similar issues though. I'm not gonna bring Torn in the back lane though. I'm gonna bring D-Knight. The D-Knight matches up slightly better into a Mungus, which right now is arguably the hardest mon for me to take on. I mean, I feel like that realistically, Heatran, Regidrago, Flutter Mane matches up so well into the other mons that I don't really care about my 4th mon. But I think the Dragonite matches up slightly better with Terra Flying. With that said though, we're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope for the best. It's not looking great. I'm hoping to just go 2-2 at this point. Especially with the game 3, how it was just such a self-inflicted loss. Like, that was objectively just I misplayed. So I'm hoping for game number 4 to go a little bit smoother. But we will see. So my opponent's going to lead off with Iron Bundle and Flutter Mane. Okay, they do lead off with Bundle Flutter Mane. That's fine. I can muzzle this pretty easily. Okay, so I'm going to start off by taking out the Bundle here, because I think the Bundle is a little bit more annoying, and I can actually hard swap into Heatran instead. So I'm going to go for the Tera Steel just to get a better defensive matchup here. And I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor. Nope. I could go for Dragon actually too, to be fair. Nope, I'm going to definitely go for Tera Steel, and I'm going to go for Draco Meteor into the Bundle. And then I'm going to go hard into Heatran here. There's no way they pump. There's no way in hell they pump. They're going to go for like an Icy Wind plus like a Dazzling Gleam, or like an Icy Wind plus a Moonblast this turn, which I'm fine with either way. There's a good chance, to be fair, they could just click like Icy Wind plus some sort of Shadow Ball. It's the worst case scenario for Heatran, but honestly, it's not a huge concern for my team in general. Heatran just kind of needs to be here to get Flutter Mane out of here, which I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. If they pump me, then I guess good play on their end. I don't think they're going to do that, though. Tera Steel will go off here. This should be huge defensively for their Flutter Mane matchup. Well, for our Flutter Mane matchup. Protect, perfect. That's what I love to see. That gives me, like, the best case scenario at this point. Icy Wind goes off. It should do Jack. And then we're going to be -1 on Heatran, but Heatran still matches up so well into their team. Like with -1, they're not going to actually take in enough speed off of us to really mind their Ursaluna at all. And against most things in this team, I can switch out Regidrago from Ursaluna and then just get back to my special attack, which will be very, very appreciated. Looking at this, they're going to probably bring in, I feel like they're going to bring in like Scizor here. No, not Scizor, never mind, what am I saying? They're going to probably bring in, like Cresselia. I feel like Cresselia or Ursaluna is really decent here. Especially if this Flutter Mane has Trick Room, which it might. I feel like it could have Trick Room on this comp. I feel like it's probably Cresselia is the setter, but they could have Ursaluna, Flutter Mane Trick Room. Ursaluna comes in. Okay, perfect. That's fine. We're going to switch out here to Dragonite. Dragonite should be fine. I can kind of just let it dip, and then I can go for Flash Cannon into Flutter Mane here. They would have to defensively Tera to really actually take this hit pretty well. Either that or they're bulky Flutter Mane, which both of them could be true. But thankfully, though, if they're setting Trick Room up for us, that's kind of fine, because D-Knight could just do a lot of damage. They're most likely not going to be able to kill my D-Knight this turn, which is huge, because they would need to give up going for... Well, they could go for, like, a Gleam plus Headlong, actually, and that would be fine. But even still, D-Knight won't die to Gleam, which is good for us. And then I can probably just go back into, like, the Regidrago, and then go for, like, a Draco Meteor into Ursaluna, plus, like, an E-Speed into Ursaluna, and just get off damage, because damage will be so appreciated there. Shadow Ball goes off. Okay, Shadow Ball is interesting. I like the play. It's not going to do any real damage, though. This Flash Cannon will at least bring us down to a fairly low amount of health. Perfect. Okay, let's focus Sash Range right there. Nope. Oh, okay. That's fucking terrifying. Thankfully, though, we know that I can actually take this hit fairly comfortably. They're going to be Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry is interesting. I'm kind of curious if this is like a bulletproof Ursaluna, or maybe it's still his guts. I'm not sure. We're going to go for Outrage here, because my D-Knight is definitely slower, and their Flutter Mane definitely does not take a hit and Gleam. Okay, perfect. That's fine. That's so fine, because my Heatran will outpace, and they've still yet to find out that I'm scarred. So that Flutter Mane is gone, and his Outrage is very free into Ursaluna here. Now, I cannot take this hit. One of my Mons guaranteed dies here. It's not a matter of if and or but about it. One of my Mons dies here. That's an objective fact. However, Ursaluna is brought down very weak. They've lost their Fairy type. Drain Punch is fine. I'm very okay with Drain Punch here, because Dragon Energy should be such a free hit into whatever comes in next. There's actually not a mon of this team that wants to take Dragon Energy, besides Tera Fairy Crest, I guess. But I'm still okay with that, because Tera Fairy Crest would ignore this hit anyway. Yeah, Tera Fairy Crest is whatever here. Scizor. Okay, perfect. Scizor is fine. Scizor is very fine. Thanks to the fact we burned Tera Steel already, this Scizor doesn't actually do real damage to us. It doesn't count as Pokemon in this matchup, frankly. We're going to go for the... I could truthfully just go for like a Draco, but I kind of want to go for... How much does Ursaluna take, actually, if it's Super Speed F? Because I'm kind of curious. Like, this probably doesn't eat a lot of attack, in all honesty. Regidrago, Dragon, Fang, Modest. I could kill with Dragon Energy, actually, guaranteed at this point. We'll go for Dragon Energy, because I know we're Modest. I know we're Modest, like, it's either 236 or 236. Yeah, okay, so I guarantee kill. They would literally have to turn into, like, a resistant type. This is our Tera's, so be it. Tera Flying. Okay, so it's just going to take more from Dragon Energy. I'm fine with that. I'm pretty okay with that. And yeah, even if this is like max, it actually guaranteed drops. So that Ursaluna is kind of fodder. Even with the slight damage chip, it should do nothing. Perfect. Okay, we just killed both. Thank you, opponent, for giving me more Regidrago thumbnail content. We'll take it. We'll very much take it. Yeah, this is a bloodbath. The Belly Drum Ursaluna was cool. It's just so easy to beat without Trick 'em Up. It's so easy to beat. If they had Crest next to that, though, I could never have beaten that mon. I refuse to believe I could have beaten that mon, because it could have claimed whatever kill it wanted and then just bullied my team into submission. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to see some more content like it, of course, make sure to like and subscribe so you guys stay up to date on future videos. Shout out to Kurt, as always, for editing the videos today, as always. Make sure to check him out. His links are going to be in the description below. If you guys want to become channel members as well, it's a couple $1 a month, and you guys get some extra behind-the-scenes videos. Today's members video either went up yesterday, on Sunday, the 16th, or it's going to be going up tomorrow on July 18th. I'm not sure which. There might be some issues, so if you didn't see the members video go up yesterday, it's going up tomorrow. I'm wrapping up some games that took a little bit longer than expected. Our current month's channel members are going to be Mia, Zeke Zero, Bbat, Timo Mueller, Sam, Rao Plays, Obo, Johannes B, Del aka Double, and Chansey345, our newest channel member. Thank you all for the extra support this month. With that said, I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday for our next upload. Until then, peace out, guys.